Sagittarius, welcome back. This is Karma on Deck. This is your Sagittarius reading for the week of July 15th. So let us take a look and see what your information is. Thank you for your patience. Let's give this a good shuffle and take a look and see what you has. Oh, holy hell, this AC just kicked in and I can hear it, smell the hot air. My poor attic. All right, kids, here we go. This is for you, Sagittarius. Okay. Page of Swords. Damn, this Judgment card has come up in every single reading. All four of them. So are we being judgmental, people? We have the Hierophant, the Temperance, Page of Swords, Judgment, and Nine of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of watching going on with you, Sagittarius. You've got the Three of Wands. Who and what are you watching? This is our card for looking through the looking glass and seeing what's going on. Are you investigating someone, or are you watching someone from afar? We also have the Devil card, bad habits. Where are your habits coming into play right now, or is someone afflicting you at all? This card is really about, you know, how we're feeling afflicted and whatnot. We do have the Hierophant in play too. So sometimes the Hierophant refers to going back to school, and sometimes it's the thing that we're supposed to do. When you have the Hierophant, I got to come up with a really good example for this, but for those of you that were, this could be any belief system, okay? This is doing the right thing for whatever reason. This could be, you know, I'm not supposed to swear because I'm Christian. It could be I'm, you know, not supposed to eat meat on Fridays. It could be anything that has to do with a belief system. I should work hard to make money. I don't care what it is, but this belief system right here, the Hierophant, has to do with faith. It also has to do with doing the right thing. You have this card here, the Two of Pentacles, that has to do with having two things in hand. So you're not quite sure in which direction it is that you want to go, and you're finding yourself to be a little bit impulsive. I would watch out for being fake, though. We have the Ten of Cups, which indicates wanting to look perfect, wanting to be the image, or, and this could even go here, I am behaving myself and I want to be seen in this certain light. Okay. We're also seeing some cards for feeling overwhelmed with the Eight of Swords. It just feels as if you're bottled in, or feeling as if you can't go any direction without running into one of these little obstacles, or feeling like you've got a lot of things on your plate right now. I do see that you're very concerned about commitment and wanting to make sure that things are going to be as you planned them. Like, I'm going to do this in order to get this. And so you have the Strength card as well. And the Strength card tells us that you're operating from a place of wisdom. I'm not going to repeat these past experiences based on this wisdom. I also see that you have this need for entertainment and fun. We've got this card right here, which is the Nine of Cups. You really need to get out and go hang out, or really need to find an activity where you get to have fun, because you're really striking a balance right now with the Temperance card. The Temperance card has to do with balance. You're walking a tightrope right now. You're very much on your plate, too much to accommodate. And so you're just like continuing to walk this tightrope and keep things in balance. Who is it you're watching, though? I'm seeing the Three of Wands. So this is us telling me that you're watching, maybe even something online where you're looking up someone or looking things up to see what's going on as well. The Seven of Swords is one of those cards that could be one of two things. It could be, I'm not going to go by convention. I'm going to do things outside the box and do them differently. Or this means making the best of a tough situation. Sometimes this means that we have to do things we don't want to do. Sometimes it means it's a short-lived term. Like, I can work these days in a row, or I can, you know, do this one project this one time, because we know that it's short-lived. This is one of those cards where it's like, well, it is what it is. Let's pick ourselves up by the bootstraps and get it done. I want to know what it is that you're feeling impulsive about. You've got this Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. Both of those have to do with not necessarily immaturity, but the feeling as if you want to kind of bust out the bounds a little bit, or kind of shake things up because you're feeling so restricted. The Ten of Cups is our card for making sure nobody knows that we're about to lose it, or make sure that nobody really gets down to see what's really going on. The Ten of Cups is perfection, but this card here, I always remind people, nothing's perfect, right? We can strive for excellence, but we can't strive for perfect. This is the card where I want to ask you, what standard are you holding yourself to? Because sometimes, we stay in that phase for so long that we don't know what's real anymore. And we are just trying to be this good person, or trying to be this image, that the image is the thing that we become, instead of being just imperfect and flawed and easy with it, right? So the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups tells me that you have this standard that you're holding yourself to that's pretty high. I think the Hierophant, instead of saying like the rules or the obligation, it's more so like a standard that you're holding for yourself. So we have the Eight of Cups, and this is like walking away. I wonder what it is Sagittarius is wanting to walk away from. This is love. Eight of Cups is emotions. Maybe you're walking away from a situation that isn't serving you, or walking away from a situation that's combustible, because the Eight of Cups has to do with like letting things alone and kind of leaving them the way they are. You run the risk of repeating patterns though, Sagittarius. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me you're doing the same things over and over again in a lot of ways. What is the Judgment card for you? Now remember, as I was saying earlier, there's a difference between being judgmental and standing in good judgment. And are you finding yourself with the Temperance card, which is balance, are you finding yourself to be more judgmental so that you can have balance, right? So this sometimes looks like cutting people out of our life that isn't serving us, or changing jobs so that we don't have the same kind of energy of frustration. And a judgment sometimes is like, hey, like this outcome is not something I want to play with, and so therefore I'm stepping back, like whatever judgment looks like. Sometimes judgment can be a court case, but we don't have the Justice card in play to tell us. But so the Judgment card can be consequences in ways too. However, what I'm seeing for you is the Strength card and the Temperance, which tells me not only are you operating from wisdom, you're operating in balance, which is good. Me likes it. You're a very committed individual, Sagittarius. You got the Four of Wands in the middle. You'll do what you say you're going to do, which I like that for you. This is overall, even though we have the Devil card in the center and the Three of Wands, which is watch and wait, the Devil card isn't always terrible. It often means that there's an awareness, that we're looking closely at what's holding us back, that we're taking an opportunity to explore what our bad habits are. We can't change our habits unless we know what they are. So that has to do with, what's holding us back. So what are your bad habits, Sagittarius? What is holding you back? Those are the questions you're asking yourself. Also, fun. Fun is coming your way, or definitely an opportunity to celebrate. All right, let's pull some cards from the Steampunk Tarot and look at your moon reading. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. You can also find services like the Tarot 101 class. There's also coaching, spiritual mentorships, 4-week program where you learn meditation, astrology, tarot, just basics, right? And Reiki. So you understand what all of those are, those modalities, before you step into something more major with it. Gives you an opportunity to play. This is your Sagittarius moon reading. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles. Ooh. Again, Seven of Pentacles is perfecting something. Eight of Pentacles is repetition and redundancy. So are you making an awareness? Are you taking stock of things? We have the Two of Cups, which is love, and that's balance. So are you looking at your relationship in a different way, wondering, am I doing the same thing over and over again, and using like a fine-tooth comb going over things? We see the Four of Swords, which tells me you're not speaking to what it is that you want, or maybe not even speaking to someone in particular. The Four of Swords is silence. And if you notice here, I call this my Snow White card, because Snow White's off in the woods and she takes that perfect scenario, that perfect opportunity for her to talk. She needs to have the prince, she needs to have the kiss, she needs to have the perfect moment. So what is it that you're waiting for to speak about some things? Okay. Hangman, you're in a waiting place. Ten of Cups, there's that perfection card again. Now, the Ten of Cups is perfect, right? It is perfect, but I always say Disneyland is too. Four of Wands. Are you getting married, Sagittarius? Ten of Cups and Four of Wands sometimes has to do with marriage. So do you have a marriage or anniversary, or is there a celebration that's coming up for you? as well. Now, the Four of Wands has to do with commitment, and the Ten of Cups has to do with perfection. So are you, and that's Nine of Cups is celebration. So are we going on vacation? Or are you looking for it? Or are you waiting for a vacation or something to come up for you? I see the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is new beginning. So even though you're looking at these things as repetition and redundancy, I do see some celebration that's coming up for you. You have the Four of Wands. I'm sorry, you have the Hangman, which is delay. So don't be surprised if some of the things that you want to do get put off a little bit, or if some of this vacation or things that you want to do might get like postponed. Again, we have the Three of Wands. What is it you're watching? So the Three of Wands is our watcher, right? So look at him. He's got this card for looking. So what is it you're looking at? Very interesting. You have an Emperor. So even though you have all of this energy of partnership, though, you have the Emperor card, which has to do with independence as well. So you're very independent. King of Cups is talking about your emotions, so I encourage you to do that. You have the King of Cups and the Page of Cups, which tells me that you waffle between these two places. Like sometimes you'll bust out with emotions, sometimes you won't talk about them, and that has to do with EQ. Just beware of impulsive decision making, or the need or the feeling as if you need something spontaneous to come up, right? So we do have the Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings for love. So celebrate, have fun, enjoy, and don't worry about the delays, because they're going to be temporary. All right, let's pull the card from Mystic Dreamer. Nope, this is the Divination of the Ancients. See, I lost a couple decks, so these are different. Well, they didn't get lost, they got damaged. This is your Divination of the Ancients Oracle deck. Let's see what your message is for this week. Alchemy. Woo! So this is spells or alchemy. So what is literally alchemy? It's changing one thing into another. So in order for things to move, you have to be the motivator, the mover. Alchemy. So spells also have to do with speaking manifestation to the universe. So are you, hiccups, are you speaking to what you want? Alchemy, make shit happen. Pretty much that's what this card means. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you guys on the flip side. I think 4 is good enough for this week. Today, actually. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, like, subscribe, share. Please get on my YouTube and join me there. I'd love